Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Asmunawati Siji. So here I will present about simple sentence and compound sentence. So the first material is about definition of simple sentence. A simple sentence is a sentence that consists of just one independent clause. A simple sentence has no dependent clauses. An independent clause, unlike a dependent clause, can stand alone as a sentence. A simple sentence contains a subject and a verb, and it may also have an object and modifiers. However, it contains only one independent clause. And furthermore, there is an overview of example of simple sentence. So example is, we went to Sanjan, which is we is pronoun or simple subject, and one is verb, and to Sanjan is prepositional phrases. Here are some examples of simple sentence. The first one is she wrote, which one she is subject and wrote is verb. And the second is she completes her literature review, which one she is subject, complete is verb, and her literature review is the object. And then my sister read the magazine, which one my sister is subject, read is verb, and the magazine is object. And she cooks grilled fish every day, which one she is subject, cooks is verb, and grilled fish is object. Next, there is a independent clause in simple sentence. Independent clause consists of one subject verb with or without other components, such as modifier or complement, to form a sentence that has a complete meaning. Subject is someone or something in the form of a noun or pronoun, who performs an action or experience a state in a verb, such as an action or linking verb. And next is example of simple sentence. The first is, my sister read the magazine. So the information subject is my sister, verb is read, and direct object is the magazine. And the second is, the manager came late today. So the information subject is the manager, verb is came, and adverb is late today. And the next material is types of simple sentence. There are various types of simple sentence. Here are the types of simple sentence. The first, there is subject plus verb. So example, the girl cries, Mr. Jack was in a study. The second is subject plus verb plus object. Simple sentence can contain a subject, a verb, and an object as well. The formula is simple sentence is subject plus verb plus object. So example, I love music, which one I is subject, love is verb, and music is object. And she blows the balloons and sings song at the cafe. The third is subject plus verb plus adjective. The formula is simple sentence, subject plus verb plus adjective. Because adjectives are adjective, the simple sentence can explain the existing subject. The verb used here is the verb to be, are is was were. Here are some examples of sentence. I am funny, she is sad, and he is chubby. And the fourth is subject plus verb plus noun. So example, I am a pilot, she drives a car, he is a student. Which one I is subject, and am is verb, and pilot is noun. And fifth or less, there is more than one. The verb in a simple sentence can also add to more than one. So in one simple sentence, there can be two or more verbs. So example, We copy and edit the pictures, and the students study and memorize the materials. And the next material is compound sentence. The next material is definition of compound sentence. A compound sentence is a sentence consisting of two single sentences. The two sentences are connected by conjunction or commas. A compound sentence can also be defined as a sentence consisting of two independent clauses joined by a conjunction. Here is a more complete explanation of compound sentence. A compound sentence contains at least two independent clauses. These two independent clauses can be combined with a comma and coordinating conjunction, or with a semicolon. So the example of compound sentence, the first is for. Example, he did not sleep last night, for he watched a horror movie. Which one, he did not sleep last night, is independent clause, and for is coordinating conjunction. The second is and. Example, Nina wakes up late and she goes to school by bus. And third is nor. So example, our family does not have a big house, nor have a fancy car. And the fourth is but. Example, I like my job and boss, but I'm not paid enough. Which one, I like my job and boss, is independent clause, and but is coordinating conjunction. Okay, I think this is all material from me. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rizal and my registration number is A1M219062. And here I would like to explain about the characteristic of sentence. First, a new sentence begins with a capital letter. As you can see in the screen, example is he obtained his degree. As you can see, the H is the capital letter. The second is a sentence ends with punctuation, like a period, a question mark, or an exclamation point. Example is he obtained his degree. How are you today? And get out from here. The third characteristic is a sentence contains a subject that is only given once. Example, David, he appears on screen as an actor. Here is don't use David anymore because he in here is referred to David. And the fourth is a sentence contains a verb or a verb phrase. As example, I study Italian, and the verb here is study. I will have been studying. The verb phrase here is will have been studying. Another example is she smelled the pizza. The verb here is smells. She can smell the pizza. The verb phrase here is can smell. The fifth, a sentence follows by subject plus verb plus object word order. Example, he obtained his degree. He as a subject, obtained as a verb, and his degree as an object. And the last is a sentence must have a complete idea that stands alone. This is also called an independent clause. As an example is, my father come home late. He went to Kendari. Dian is cooking. Okay, I think that's all from me as a characteristic of sentence. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Yundayana and today I'm going to talk about sentence pattern. Sentence is a systematic word order in a meaningful sentence. There are most common sentence patterns. First, SV, subject plus intransitive verb. The pattern SV uses an intransitive verb. Intransitive verb is a verb that does not require an object to form a complete mind. Example, he ran. In the sentence, the subject is he and the intransitive verb is run. She goes. She is the subject, goes is the intransitive verb. The bird flies. Next, SVDO or subject plus transitive verb plus direct object. This sentence pattern uses the transitive verb. Transitive verb is a verb that requires an object, and direct object is the receiver of an action. Example, Joey spoiled his niece Rizal. In the sentence, the subject is Joey, and the transitive verb is spoiled, and the direct object is his niece Rizal. Direct object is the answer of the question what or whom. Example, whom Joey spoiled. The answer is his niece Rizal. So the direct object is his niece Rizal. The children play the game. In this sentence follow the same pattern. The subject is the children, transitive verb is play, and the direct object is the game. I sent an email. The subject is I, the transitive verb is send, and the direct object is an email. Next, SVIODO or subject plus transitive verb plus indirect object plus direct object. Indirect object is to or for whom or what the action of verb is performed, and the direct object is the receiver of an action or for what, for who, for what or for who. Example, the judge awarded Mary the prize. The subject is the judge, the transitive verb is awarded, the indirect object or the answer of the question for whom the action performed, the answer is Mary, and the direct object, what object received, the answer is the prize. I gave my sister birthday cake. The subject, I, the transitive verb gave, and the indirect object, for whom I gave a birthday cake. The answer is my sister, and the direct object, what I gave to my sister. The answer is a birthday cake. Nace showed her new house with her family. Next, SVOC or subject plus transitive verb plus direct object plus object complement. On this sentence pattern, noun and adjective act as a complement. Example, the teacher made the test easy. The subject is the teacher, the transitive verb is made, the direct object is the test, and object complement or adjective. The answer is easy. Or no. Example, the teacher made the test easy. Subject is the teacher, transitive verb is made, the direct object is the test, and the object complement is easy. Next, she made him happy. The subject is she, the transitive verb is made, the direct object is him, and the object complement in the sentence using an adjective as the object complement that is happy. I name my cat Sorrow. The subject is I, the transitive verb is name, and the direct object is my cat. In the sentence is using noun as a object complement, that is Sorrow. Next is SVC, or subject plus linking verb plus subject complement. Linking verb connect the subject. Linking verb connect the subject with its description, or subject complement in the form of noun, pronoun, adjective, or any contraction that can act as a noun or adjective. For example, a prepositional phrase. Example, they are players. The subject is they, the linking verb is are, and the subject complement is player. In the sentence, using a noun as a subject complement, that is player. Her father is a doctor. Subject, her father. Linking verb is the subject complement, a doctor. In the sentence, using a noun as a subject complement. And the last one, her eyes are beautiful. Subject, her eyes. Linking verb are, and in the sentence, using adjective as a subject complement, that is beautiful. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Nilam Azzahra Junita. I would like to explain my material about sentence elements. So what is sentence elements? Sentence elements are the group of words that combine together to comprise the building units of a well-formed sentence. A sentence elements approach to grammar assumes a top-down methodology. In other words, it starts with the sentence as a whole and then divided into its functional components. A part of the sentence classified as one of subject, predicate, object, complement, and adverb. Next, type of sentence complement. There are 5 types of sentence element. The first is subject. The subject of a sentence is the person, place, or thing that is performing the action of the sentence. The subject represents what or whom the sentence is about. The simple subject usually contains a noun or pronoun and can include modifying word, phrase, or clause. There are 3 common terms related to subject, namely simple subject, complete subject, and compound subject. 1. Simple subject. Simple subject refers to just the noun that is performing the action and no other words that are describing the noun. Example, Pierre puts a lot of garlic in his food. Pierce is the subject. This is an example of a simple subject. A simple subject is just one word without any modifier. 2. Complete subject. Complete subject. Complete subject include the noun that is performing the action and any description of that noun. Any example? That boy puts a lot of garlic in his food. That boy is an example of complete subject. It is the simple subject, in this case boy, plus a modifier. Let's look at this example again. The word young pup was 11 years old. The word young pup is the complete subject. Pup is the simple subject. The word and youngest are modified. 3. Compound subject. Compound subject are one in which 2 nouns perform the action. Example, Pierre and Claudette put a lot of garlic in their food. Pierre and Claudette is a compound subject that just means it's made up of more than one element. Uh, uh, Next, that new boy from Paris and that tall girl with the long hair put a lot of garlic in their food. This is a compound subject. You can think of it as two complete subjects, each of which contain a simple subject, boy and girl. The second type of element is predicate. The predicate expresses action or being within the sentence. The simple predicate contains the verb and can also contain modifying word, phrase, or clause. Example, Ivan jump. In this example, Ivan is the subject and jump is the verb. Jump is the predicate of the sentence. A predicate may also include additional modifier with the verb that tell what the subject does. This is called a complete predicate. Next, object. Object divided into two, direct object and indirect object. One direct object. The direct object receives the action of sentence. The direct object is usually noun or pronoun. Example, I met here this morning. Here is the simple object that reserves the action of being met. Meeting here was nice. Here is the object of the gerund meeting. Next example, I always want to meet here. Here is the subject of an infinitive. Next, indirect object. The direct object indicates to whom or for whom the action of the sentence is being done. Indirect object usually a noun or pronoun. Example, Simon gave his uncle a dirty look. His uncle is the indirect object. He is the recipient of the direct object, a dirty look. Next example, Paula passed the money to her mother. She is the recipient of the direct object, the money. Sometimes the indirect object will follow a preposition like to or for. Okay, next, complement. A complement is a word or group of words, usually an adjective or a noun, that is used after linking verb. The complement identify or describe the subject of the verb. One subject complement. Subject complement is the adjective, noun, or pronoun that follow a linking verb. Example, Lee is weak. Lee is the subject, is the linking verb, and the adjective weak is the subject complement. It tells us something about the subject. It completes the meaning. Another example, John was a chicken. John is the subject, was is the linking verb, and the noun phrase a chicken is the subject complement. It tells us something about the subject. It completes the meaning. Next, object complement. An object complement is the adjective, noun, or pronoun that follow a direct object to rename the direct object or state what it has become. Example, the fourth made John position untenable. Here, John position is the direct object of the verb made, and the adjective untable is the object complement that completes the meaning. The adjective untable tells us something about the direct object, John position. It can be removed because it completes the meaning. This is an example of an object complement. Another example, we fought John chairman. Here, John is direct object of the verb for, and the noun chairman is the object complement that completes the meaning. The noun chairman tells us something about the direct object, John. It can be removed because it completes the meaning. Next, adverb. Adverb. An adverb is a word that modifier a verb, an adjective, another adverb, or even a whole sentence. Example: Anita placed the vase carefully on the shelf. The word carefully is an adverb. It shows how the vase was placed. Next example: she wrote a beautiful design dress. The adverb is beautifully. Modify the adjective design. Next example: the horridly grotesque Virgil was undamaged by the debris. The adverb horridly modify the adjective grotesque. Okay, that's all the material about sentence elements. I think enough. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.